Good morning on this brand new week. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. And wow, not only a brand new week, but a very big day for the Albuquerque kids. It's the first day of school. I can't believe it's the first day of school already. I feel like we were just saying it was the last day of school, and here we are again.
Summer flew by.
But don't fly by in your car. Be sure to watch your speed, guys, because the Albuquerque Police Department's traffic unit will be out in force, armed with radar guns, along with school resource officers who will be monitoring those school zone infractions. And another big reminder to the drivers is you cannot bypass people while you're in those school zones. So if somebody's creeping along, you got to creep along too. That's the rule.
Well, yeah, you should. In the school zone, you're always just to creep along because you never know what kids are going to be out there crossing the roads, and you just want to be careful and look out for them. And today, big day for those kids. Lots of nerves. Were you nervous on your first day back, or were you excited?
It depends what grade. In elementary school, I loved it. I loved getting my new outfit and my trapper keeper and my backpack and my lunchbox. That's fun. And then high school and junior high, a little more tentative, a little nervous about, you know, how people were going to perceive me and the judgment and the older kids. And how about you?
Yeah, pretty much about the same. Always excitement with a little bit of nerves wrapped in there, but always excited for the new stuff and, I don't know, the new classes and seeing everybody for the summer. It's always fun.
I'm kind of a nerd, I have to be honest. I mean, I loved you know, in college and high school, I loved getting my syllabus and having my itinerary for the year and knowing what I was going to have to learn. And in elementary school, I loved that first day when the teacher would give you the list of all the little supplies you need to get and all the things that you have to get prepared for. And then I'd go, you know, to Staples or Office Depot, wherever, and do that whole run with my mom all day. It was I loved day one. Day one was the best.
It is fun. But it's weird, you know, this year's the first year they're starting on a Monday, because I know growing up, we always start on a Thursday or Friday, which always has seemed kind of weird. So it seems like they're finally doing it the right way for once.
They're getting used to the long week.
Monday,
Do you know you remember my audition for this show was on the first day of school 2 years ago. It was your birthday that time. It was a little later last year.
A little bit later.
Anyway, good luck all you kids. I hope you have a great day.
Yeah, well, you know, on a big day today, a VIP is expected to make an appearance at 3 schools. Governor Susana Martinez will be dropping by Helen Cordero Primary School and Marie M. Hughes Elementary in Albuquerque and Cara Mio Elementary in Belen, and she will be handing out books to incoming first graders and reading to students.
How nice. I never had a governor come to my class to read to us on the first week of school, let alone at all. That's pretty nice.
It is nice.
Well, let's check in with a mom who's not quite yet ready to send her son to school. KRQE News 13 Anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's news headlines. He's got a little ways to go still, right?
Yeah, he's still got a little ways to go, thank goodness. But Kristen, you didn't tell Nikki about your dad.
What?
Oh.
Her very loving but quirky dad on the first day of school.
Yes, what happened?
He's like this every day. He's just too excited.
Can you
take all the fun out of it?
Mr. Van Dyke?
So
all right,
happy.
guys.
Did he wave to you from like the side?
He's banging pots and pans, whistling, singing.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
As long as there were no cameras in the house, the other kids won't make fun of you. You're good.
Yeah, right. I know. All right, happy Monday, ladies. Good morning to you at home. We begin talking about, on a serious note actually, the family of the 2-year-old boy that died after being left in a hot car wants the person accused of killing him, the child's aunt, to be released from jail. 19-year-old Sandra Rodriguez Miramontes is charged with child abuse resulting in death. Now, police say she drove 2-year-old Gabriel Torres to the daycare center where she worked last week and forgot to take him out of the car. The toddler was left inside the sweltering car for at least 8 hours. The family, although distraught over the incident, is insisting it was just a horrific accident. The family held a car wash to raise money for the child's funeral and to help get Sandra Miramontes out of jail. Now, even if Miramontes is able to post bond, getting out of jail will still be difficult since she has an immigration hold on her. The family says she is not a U.S. citizen, even though she has been in the U.S. since she was a little girl. We'll keep you posted on the developments of that story. The owner of a Big O tire store is out of jail this morning after police say he tried to take the law into his own hands. 58-year-old Johnny Valdez was in court this weekend, charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Cops say he followed a customer who left the store off of Central, and they say he pointed a gun at the customer. Police even say that he threatened to kill the customer at one point. Now, according to the complaint, Valdez thought the customer had not paid for his new tires. Valdez was arrested. He did bond out of jail on a $10,000 bond. We will be following what happens at a special meeting set for today for Albuquerque City Councilors as they discuss a move that could ultimately result in getting the necessary funding for the Paseo I-25 interchange. Now, the issue was supposed to go before voters on the November ballot, but a recent decision by the Attorney General's office called that into question, saying a city issue does not qualify to be on the general election ballot. So a special meeting is set for tonight where councilors will begin to discuss whether to vote yes to approve $50 million for the project. Now, even if the 9 city councilors end up doing so, the city could then bypass a public vote altogether.
Pretty much every project that we're working on right now has kind of been pushed to the side. We're focusing 100% on Paseo del Norte. We're taking it very seriously, and we are evaluating every option we possibly have, and we're just going to keep pushing forward till it gets done. That's the ultimate goal.
Council won't actually take a vote on approving the $50 million for another couple of weeks. There is a chance that the issue could still end up on the November ballot for you, the voter, to decide. The Secretary of State will make that final decision sometime this week. Of course, we'll have more on what happens in our later newscasts. Plans for thousands of new homes and businesses on Albuquerque's west side are in limbo right now, and now a lawsuit is in the works. 55,000 acres on Albuquerque's west side is the focus of the lawsuit. Peter Sanchez, CEO of Atrisco Heritage, the foundation representing the defendants, says SunCal purchased the land back in 2007 to build a community, but the company also promised to pay $1 million a year for 100 years to a trust to preserve the Atrisco heritage.
We got $3 million out of the $100 million payment.
And that's it?
That's it.
The payment stopped?
The payment stopped.
The suit states that since the funding was cut, it killed dozens of educational programs along with several cultural programs. And a group representing the state's Latino students is now suing the state of New Mexico. This is interesting. The Latino Education Task Force claims the achievement gap between Latinos and non-minorities is unacceptable, since the group says Hispanic students make up a majority of New Mexico's public school population. The group has joined forces with the Mexican American Legal Defense and Educational Fund to sue the state to provide more money for state education. The group claims the state is not following the state constitution by providing sufficient education and basic equality for other students. Again, we'll keep you posted on what happens with that lawsuit as well. That wraps it up for your Monday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Happy Monday, ladies.
Happy Monday. Thanks, Elizabeth. Oh, well, we're so excited as we begin this brand new week. We get to talk to somebody really special. Oscar, Emmy, and Golden Globe nominee Mary McDonnell lights up the stage and screen. Most of you remember she is the star of Dances with Wolves and Independence Day, 2 fantastic movies, and more than 30 other films and television shows. But most recently, she starred as Captain Sharon Rader on the hit drama The Closer.
And now she's taking that role to the next level as she leads television's favorite squad of detectives into bold new territory in Major Crimes, which premieres tonight on TNT.
Yay.
Mary McDonnell joins us this morning.
Yay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning.
What a thrill to have you. We are so good. You know, you're such a wonderful actress. I'm so happy to be talking to you today. A lot of people are so excited to hear that Major Crimes is now going to spin off The Closer, which we know ends tonight after 7 years. I mean, the show has been such a huge success, and we're so happy to know there is a spin-off. And for our viewers who haven't caught the show, can you tell us a little bit about your role as Captain Sharon Rader, for which, by the way, you were nominated for an Emmy?
Yes, Captain Sharon Rader was brought in very specifically a few seasons ago to The Closer, very specifically to give Brenda Lee Johnson a hard time. So she was brought in as the antagonist, and she is an internal affairs captain in the LAPD, very by the book and very good at what she does. So basically we had so much fun for a few years because I got to work very closely with Kira. And what we found was that the chemistry was great, and it was a lot of fun to give her a hard time. So every time I came around, she was pulling her hair out. And then what happened was, slowly over those couple of years, they started to intuitively come to a little bit bit better understanding, which I think happens with women in the workplace. Quite often we are set up to make assumptions about each other that may or may not be true. Right?
It's so true.
Now we're
point.
morphing out of that. We're morphing into this new situation on major crimes where Captain Raider is going to blossom in front of us. We're going to see who this woman truly is.
Well, I was going to ask you,
because we've made a lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
How is the closer going to transition to major crimes? Can you give us any details on that?
Well, I can't really give the plot because I don't want to spoil it, and it's on tonight. 9 o'clock closer, 10 o'clock major crimes, and it's so exciting, it really is. But I will say that Major Crimes, then, is a continuing story of this remarkable squad of beloved characters who run the Major Crimes division, and with, as you can guess, one very major change in their midst. And already that implies some of the comedy, it already implies some of the tension, the drama, and this show, we just finished shooting 10 episodes, and I gotta tell you, it's a remarkable new show.
Oh, it's so
truly exciting.
It's amazing, you know, and as
these
an actor,
these guys are just great.
To be able to find a character that you connect with, like you clearly connect so well with her, and you know, she's a smart character, and when you find a role like that, and you get to to portray somebody against somebody like Kira, and you have that kind of chemistry, and you can branch out and take that character into whole new places and really explore her. I mean, that's got to be really exciting for you. What do you like best about the character?
What I like best about her is her devotion. She is absolutely, she does not turn away from a challenge. She does not worry about what people think about her. Her ego is not invested in being likable. She just goes in there to try and figure out how to get the job done within the confines of reality. And she's very knowledgeable about the state, about the government, about the Constitution, about politics. So she has a very, very contemporary career-minded woman in her. And I do feel that there are so many women in America who are my age who are actually stepping into bigger jobs, whereas 10 years ago they may have stopped working.
I love that.
So I feel like she's got the opportunity to mirror a great deal of what's going on right now, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to have her.
I love that. And as a woman and an actress, I bet you're learning a lot too, being on that side. I mean, it's such a different kind of a job than what we do, you know, in the media. So you must be learning a lot too about what they do in that kind of a, in that kind of a field. In internal affairs. I mean, it's a totally different world.
It's really moving. It's really moving because I think we were talking about this earlier. There is a very specific skill I'm seeing that police have to develop, and police women. And the female energy of being empathic has to find its way in and out of situations where if you truly felt empathetic and were open to what you're seeing and dealing with on a daily basis as a cop, that would be a very difficult life to lead.
Wow.
So finding a skill set that allows you to both respond as a detective, as a cop, and as an empath, and then being able to let that go in order to continue your life as a human being without developing all kinds of layers on your personality and odd things in order to get through it. It's a very stressful life.
I bet. Wow, so
being
interesting.
on the police force. Being a public servant at that level is, so I just have tremendous respect for it, and I love learning how to think about doing that.
That's wonderful.
Wow, I can only imagine. Well, you have more than 30 film credits to your name, many of which resulted in a nomination. Do you have an all-time favorite role?
Thank you. I have to say that for a sort of overall experience of a fabulous role, a sort of exotic shoot, locations, the impact on the world, and the fact that it still continues to reverberate for people. I'd have to say that I still think Dances with Wolves is my all-around favorite experience, and I've had so many amazing opportunities, but there was something magical about that from the moment we landed. You know, the plane came down and there we were in the prairie, you know, and I remember looking out the plane going, where am I going, and
Wow.
who do I think I am? How is this going to happen?
Oh my gosh.
How am I going to be? And you know, skins and riding horses, and and there's nothing out here. What is that? And it just was the most magical couple of months.
And magical for all of us, and it continues to be. It's one of those things we can watch it over and over and always have the same feeling. And Mary, thank you for sharing your talent with all of us. We're so happy for you. Congratulations, and we just wish you so much continued success. And we want to remind our viewers once again that Major Crimes premieres tonight on TNT following the series finale of The Closer. So exciting. Thanks again, Mary. She is so sweet.
Very sweet.
Really insightful. I like to hear. I like to hear her talk.
I love that movie.
Oh my gosh, amazing. It's timeless. It's timeless.
It is timeless.
I love to hear the backstory too. That's cool. Okay, so now from one actress to another, congratulations goes out this morning to Jennifer Aniston, who is engaged to Justin Theroux. It's happened, people. People magazine is reporting the actress accepted Theroux's proposal at his birthday party on Friday. Happy birthday, Justin.
That's right. 43-year-old actress and the 41-year-old screenwriter and actor began dating last year after they co-starred in the movie Wanderlust. Did you see the movie Wanderlust?
I did not, but did you see that one?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I want to see it.
Check it out.
I really want to see it.
Yeah, I'm just excited for it. You know, it was like one of those things when Brad left her for Angelina, because Brad and Angelina were just meant to be.
Such a long time coming.
They were just meant to be, yeah. But you know, everybody felt so sorry for her. But you know what? Something better was around the corner for her, and that was what it was. So I'm happy for her. Yay, Jennifer Aniston.
Yes, good for her. I'll never forget opening up that magazine and that picture of Brad Pitt, and he had trash. Do you remember that written across his T-shirt when he told her?
Yes.
And
it all
ever
worked out
since
in
I've
the
been pulling for Jennifer, and so I'm so glad that things are working out.
It worked out for all of them. Everybody got a happy ending, so that's always, we like to hear that. Another happy ending was for the world last night.
Oh yeah, and for the USA, the Olympics have ended, and the closing ceremonies were awesome, and I'm just so glad for all the gold.
Oh my gosh. Might have been my favorite 3 hours of watching television in a long time last night. I mean, forget the American Idol finale. This was a finale that could not be topped. I mean, it was a concert. I've never seen a concert like this. I mean, you saw Freddie Mercury come back from the dead. You saw John Lennon come back from the dead. Spice Girls reunited. Pet Shop Boys sang West End Girls. George Michael sang Freedom. There were so many cool moments. And, you know, we have to say, above all else, first of all, thank you, London. You hosted a brilliant Olympics. It was an incredible, incredible experience for all the athletes and for all the viewers. And the final medal count, this makes it even better. USA finishes with 104 total medals, 46 gold, 29 silver, 29 bronze, and the next Summer Olympics will be held in Rio de Janeiro in 2016, and we'll know by then whether or not pole dancing will make the cut as the Olympic sport.
We'll see about that one. I don't know. But, you know, I'm just excited because China was up. You know, it was a tough battle for us to win with the medal count, and China was up, it seemed like almost the entire time. In the end, we pulled through, and so it's exciting.
The spirit of America. And, you know, I loved that basketball game yesterday. I watched it early in the morning. I'm telling you what, that was scary. We were like a 1-point game for a long time there. Spain gave us a good fight. So congratulations, though, to USA. Yay! Yeah. But, okay, what I do want to change is the weather. I am so kind of really sick of the heat, I'll be honest with you.
Well, fall will be here before we know it. School started today, of course, so that's just the first sign of things to come.